TyLoo, they're going to be feeling very confident, very comfortable, especially after such a shaky start. To be able to come back like that as well, you must be sat there feeling, okay, no matter what MVP throws, even if they do that again, we've done it before, we can do it again.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence going in this round, knowing that you can come back from such a huge advantage. Means that you will be able to keep your nerve if you fall that far behind again. And also having the information that MVP can falter that hard on the T side gives you a lot of confidence as well. Knowing like, oh, don't worry guys, if we start losing, we know how bad they are on T, maybe we can catch them off guard. But TyLoo will be starting on CT side. So looking to get strong opening to this now, an MVP, this is where they need to put in a good fight. This first half will be indicative of how this map goes.
I'm calling it here. If MVP don't get at least 6 rounds T side, then we're going to be looking at potential 2-0 once again here. And unlike what we saw in the Flash game, where it was Flash and Renegades balancing back, fighting back and forward, here we just saw domination from either side.
And here comes this pistol round now. MVP opting for a fast push over towards B. Someone is sent over down towards Ivy also.
Yeah, they start pushing towards B, hoping to force that retake, but there was already a triple stack towards B, and now they're looking to act like, oh, okay, we're faking it, but they're actually stood in this position, waiting to push down. We'll see the molly come out from Solo, surely going over the top, as well as the flashes. Oh, and he's not going to case, so he's not going to do it over the top like normal, and they're going to push all the way around. Somebody's actually in a really good spot here. Finds the first one. Bomb won't be able to be planted just yet. Somebody with a second as well. Captain Mo chiming in. And only Perry remains. 2 points of health as he's dancing around. Finally gets taken out. 4 people left alive for TyLoo. And a very easy pistol round for them.
Yeah, and again, sloppy play by MVP. This is a position we see so often. Hiding in that little cubby at the bottom of the ladder. That's a basic position. It's not even like an off angle. People play there all the time. And no one even gives a glance. Never mind checking it.
Yeah, they all ran past just for, oh, so they can get the bomb down. Nope, he's just going to die and lose the bomb. Not even a plant put up for MVP there. And this is where the problems begin. Now we're going to see a set of Deagles bought apart from HSK, who's likely to be saving for that AWP, while we look at what they'll be able to do here with the powerful cannons in their hand.
Zeph does make his way down towards Pop Dog. He's going to try and at least burst out, help his teammates when this push does eventually go down. 4 for masses in the hands of TyLoo as well. Will give him a little bit extra control on those long-range fights. But those Deagles can prove to be deadly. We've seen the MVP pull off some crazy stuff before.
Yeah, the one-taps could be real. But TyLoo, they're keeping it defensive. They're not pushing too far forward just yet. Solo, he's taken out of the equation already. Hasn't been able to do anything with his Deagle just yet. Bondix found Zeph in the meantime. Captain Mo trying to burn him alive. Mad does manage to lose his head, but still finds the kill through him standing in the flames. The barbecue takes place, and only Perry and HSK remain. Perry, they're tapped away. They're going to keep poking him, but somebody's that confident, and he will pick up the frag. Only HSK left. He picks up the Deagle. 4 bullets from his fallen teammates, Deagle, but Bentet's ready and waiting. A very nice round once again. Same as last time, 4 alive. TyLoo pick up the second, and they've started off strong early here on their CT side.
Yeah, a kill each as well across the board. 4 for masses remain in hand. Only that SMG lost. So a good play for the economy as well. Looks like Mo's just going to be buying a deal in this round so we can get an AWP into the next one.
Yeah, Mo's saving up that money. MVP. Only a P250 for glows, so they are just going to try and rush out here with no bomb plants, so they're still not going to even have the best buy going into the next round.
I do see a face from DD here. A bit of an aggressive push over towards B. Just getting some information, but here are the MVP squad. DD yet to spot them out, but he will be ready when they do push down towards B.
Yeah, he gets the sound cue, pokes out, finds Solo. The nade's going to go out as well. Nice bit of damage as he pulls in another headshot, backed up by Bentet. And that is a hold and a half. MVP didn't even get close.
Yeah, Bentet and DD doing well there over towards B. That grenade raining fire from above drops all the MVP members low. Allows them both to clean up the kills. A strong anti-eco round coming in. And there we go. We do see the AWP into the hands of HSK. Is able to buy head armor as well. No head armor, sorry, just Kevlar. Opts for those flashbangs instead. But here we go, we do see the buy round, and they're still going up against the FAMASs in the hands of TyLoo, so hoping to get a little eco round, getting the extra money, not rebuying anything just yet.
Yeah, TyLoo trying to play the smart economy game. Mo's got the AWP in hand for the TyLoo side. Zeph's actually in a sneaky position here. Well, look at TyLoo pushing through into T main. They look to see if there's any players waiting for him. Perry, at this moment in time, has actually fallen back more towards T spawn as Zeph pushes out Pop Dog, finds himself 1 kill, and will just walk all the way back up and give him team the advantage now.
Yeah, with those FAMASs in hand, TyLoo opting to play a little bit more aggressive, knowing that if they die, not a big deal, they'll have money going to the next round. Does not pay off though, somebody is dropped by Zeph, and now MVP do have the advantage as they spray over towards B. Nothing found just yet. 2 members over towards Ivy as well, and that bomb not far behind.
Yeah, DD took a little bit of damage as he had his shoulder poking out there, but he falls back. He's not looking to give another man advantage to the MVP side. Smoke's coming out, drop with the Molotovs as well. Flash over as BN Tech decides to spray through. MVP looking to push here at Ivy. Bente, he's not scared yet. He's ready and waiting. He's going to use that smoke to his advantage wherever he can. There's actually 3 members of the MVP looking to push up here. Bentep finds one, looks to get a second, running away, hasn't been tagged up yet. Deagle in hand, Bondic backing him up as well, picking up 2. Very nice hold so far. MVP do regain a bit of an advantage here. They've got to be careful, they haven't got the bomb down just yet. Solo's running around to pick it up. He's got to be careful himself. Doesn't actually spot him through the smoke there. The smoke was just beginning to clear. Captain Mo's alive. The bomb doesn't even get planted. The timer goes down. And actually, Zeph dying after the timer is huge. What a round for TyLoo now as they go 4-0 on train.
Yeah, that is a gut-wrenching round. Unfortunately, because that bomb did not go down and Zeph dies after the timer, he gets no extra money left on only $550 now. Very well played by Bente and Bondic. Bondic there to support him, of course, but Bente, as we say a lot, knows exactly when to fall back. Gets 1 kill, backs off with a deagle, allows Bondic to give him all the support, and another round for TyLoo. 4-0 now.
TyLoo playing some solid Counter-Strike. They start off strong on the CT side here on train. MVP again so far on their T side. Just don't kind of seem to have it together. They've got Deagles this time around. 1 P250, Zeph up on the Glock. Indeed, he continues to shoulder peek that position. Maybe they pre-fire, but 1 tap. Whoa, he gets digged down to 31 health. But he won't die as Captain Mo takes down Perry.
Again, we're seeing a similar thing from MVP. I think just playing a bit too spread out. Of course, this is an eco round, but we see similar plays on the buy round. And when you're playing against TyLoo, look at Bentet, deals with them with ease. These players are so good individually, you can't just take 1v1 duels anymore. With 5 rounds now going against you, you have to try something together. Try something fast. Try and execute. Try something else, because TyLoo right now has got your number.
And they've got their number. They're ringing it, and they're saying, MVP, is anyone home? Because no action is coming out of this camp just yet. They will have AKs this time around. 1 Galol up on Zeph. It can work on train with the longer distances coming into factor. But it seems like TyLoo will start a little bit of aggression towards the B side. DD's pushed up high. Damage does hit onto Zeph, but he also gets tagged down. Pretty even trade in this, actually.
I believe DD has kept this from us since near the start of the game as well. Maybe past some hands, but they've still got it in the squad. Shows how dominant TyLoo have been, keeping on to these weapons. Here we go. The molly does come out from Glow. Going to try and make some space for his teammates to get some kind of push. Going to flash himself into Pop Dog. Somebody hidden behind the smoke. No action just yet.
Yeah, somebody took that as well. He wasn't actually scared of anyone pushing down further. He just waited, hid behind the smoke, didn't care that the flash came down. TyLoo, they're not moving around too much just yet. They're holding their default positions as MVP start to push into this B-bomb site. Zeph is actually getting quite far here, and TyLoo at the moment are blissfully unaware.
Somebody's going to be key into this round. Does manage to drop the bomb into Pop Dog, but that's all he's going to get. And a nice kill by Zeph now puts MVP in a numbers advantage finally into this T side. working their way over to the site. DD manages to get over towards Pop Dog, flashes himself out, but HSK does manage to get it. Now 2v2, 2v1. HSK makes it a 1v1. Bondic and HSK.
HSK knows exactly where to look for Bondic. Bondic doesn't have much health to work with at all. One tap and he is going to go down. HSK surely able to pick up a round here for his team.
Oh.
There's 8 seconds to play with. He's going to have to get the plant down. Bondic could go for the hunt if he wanted to, but he's not willing to risk it just yet. The timing, the sprays coming out. They're narrowly avoiding each other. Bondic does finally fall. But do you know what was the big impactful frag there? Zeph managing to sneak down lowers into the B-bomb site, comes through, finds the frag. Mo was probably sat saying, how the hell did we allow it to happen? Because DD didn't spot any of it.
Yeah, very nice play there from MVP. That is where that lurk roll comes into advantage. As you saw, they did originally have the bomb with them over towards B. Once Zeph was able to sneak out and be there for the rotation kill, they decided, let's go A. If we get the entries, we'll definitely be able to kill the rotator as well. Gives them a good advantage and finally does get a T round on the board.
Is this the start of things to come for MVP? They certainly need a few more rounds on the board here. 2-man push coming out from TyLoo as they look to gain control. Mo finds the first kill onto Glow. That's a nice early lead for them. They smoke it out, they fall back, they take the 1-man lead, and they will now sit comfortably knowing that they've got the advantage.
Again, a strong opening from TyLoo into this round. Captain Mo now going to divert over towards B with this AWP, which is also where a lot of these MVP members seem to be heading.
MVP. Still not 100% sure where they want to go. Haven't picked the bomb up yet. Perry's looking to see if anyone else is going to push from Ivy. The setup from TyLoo. 2 members up on the trains. Bondic's on the floor. They've got every angle covered. Wherever MVP goes, TyLoo will be prepared. And MVP, they're going to have to come out with some serious entries here with just a nice bit of utility to use their Molotovs around. But instead, they're the ones getting burned. Zeph gets taken down to 26 health. HSK's eating some damage as well, but he does find the kill onto somebody. This gives them a fighting chance going into this. It's evened it up at a 4 versus 4. Perry sneaking his way around. He sees one jump down from the train, finds the kill onto Bentet, looking for another. He can hear what's going on as Solo takes down DD. The bomb will be planted as well as Bondic's trying to reply. We're in a 2 versus 2. He knows he's being pushed, but Bondic, fast, furious, on point, makes the kill. It's all up to Perry. He's going to stay with it, but he finds the kill. It's just not enough. The time's not there. And with the pistol, Captain Mo closes it out. 6-1 now for TyLoo, and the resets come straight in off the back of that 1-round MVP picked up.
As we saw all that action over towards A, it was Solo and Perry over towards B, running that play with the bomb. Unfortunately, do not do enough. Bondic recovers well alongside Mo, wins them around, and like you said, now a reset for MVP.
Now the good thing is that MVP did manage to get the bomb down, but I don't think Solo expected Bondic to push round so aggressively. That was a huge pickup from him.
Almost able to pick up the defuse single-handedly was Bondic, but just about not enough time. Mo secures it, going in this round, just glocks into the hands of MVP now. Just going for a full eco so they can buy into the next round, which is going to give TyLoo a 6-round advantage.
Yeah, TyLoo are almost repeating what MVP did to them on Cash. The difference is, does MVP have it in them to bounce back now? Because this is the time to make it happen. I said it at the start, MVP should be looking at least 6 rounds here to be comfortable. The Solo pushes up high. They're running in against these M4s. They will actually maybe get the bomb down here. Does go down, but the rest of them are just being absolutely destroyed. Perry does find the kill onto DD, but he's not going to live any longer.
Yeah, the duo we see quite a lot from this team, DD and Bentet, working together once again. 2 kills for each of them with somebody cleaning up the last. The defuse comes in, 7-1 to TyLoo, and now we go into the buy round. MVP getting that bomb down though will ensure they'll have full utility across the board. So it gives them a good opening back into this game, but now is when they need to start getting back into it. Once we start talking 6-round deficits, 7-round deficits, suddenly it starts to become questionable if you'll be able to climb back. We do see the AWP in the hands of HSK though, something we've been wanting to see on this T side. Let's see if he can find an opening for his squad.
Yeah, I'd like to see HSK take it towards main, try and open a bit, or maybe challenge at alley, because they're the two dominant areas we've seen from TyLoo.
Aggressive play pop dog here from Solo. Mo does manage to get the AWP. Solo spotting out 2 members, not quite sure who to attack yet. Tries to drop the smoke, but he may be dropped for it. He is. Bentep manages to get the kill.
Yeah, that was huge. Captain Mo adding 1 to the scoreboard as well. HSK does try to reply. Zeph's going to go with the bomb plant. DD's on top, is looking to find them, but they're taken down anyway. Another defuse is going to come in, and despite a very confident rush coming out from MVP, they weren't actually able to do too much at all. Solo thought he'd been able to sneak in. He was detected by 1, drops the smoke down, but he was pushed, and then TyLoo just able to clean it up from there. We're now looking at 8-1. MVP did get the plant down. They have got the money to force up if they really wanted to, but do they really want to keep doing it this way? Do they not want to use all the utility, especially on a map like Train, to really push in and move the CTs about so they can get some control?
Yeah, are going to opt for this force by low utility. Just a couple of smokes, a couple of mollies, some flashbangs to go along with it. Going to have to pull off something incredible if they want to work their way onto a site and into another round.
All AKs up on MVP. A little bit of utility to play with on Zeph, Perry, and Solo. Mainly Zeph though, he's stacked up. He's dropped the molly down already. He's got a smoke and 2 flashes to play with. He's going up high, and they're looking to take on this B bomb site. DD starts spraying away, but he's giving away his position now, actually causing further damage. Picks up 1 kill. Bentet's backing him up, and this is really nice once again from TyLoo. Solidly held, and they make it 9-1. Everything MVP is trying is just being absolutely destroyed. And now we see a tactical timeout coming from MVP, and this is exactly what they needed. But I do feel the MVP seem to wait a little bit too long at times for these tactical callouts. They've got 2 very different teams here. Peacemaker will call it sometimes after just the 4th round or so if they started to lose or go down. For MVP, they've let 9 slip away before 1's come in.
You would like to see 1 come in earlier. 8 rounds deficit, even with the pause. Even if this talk manages to work, you still have to win 8 rounds to get back into it. So perhaps MVP need to be a bit more liberal with their application of these pauses. Let's see if they're going to change anything major going into this round. Of course, it is going to be an eco, so they're going to have some extra time to talk going into the following buy round, which means unless something crazy happens, it's going to be 10-1 TyLoo on their CT side.
Now, I can only assume that Renegades are going to be watching this as well to have a good read on what TyLoo are doing in case they have to see him in the next match. The question is how much can they really take away from what they've seen here? Because in MVP's eyes, they've not played it amazingly, but they might be able to see some chinks in TyLoo's armor.
Yeah, although we did see in the previous game, MVP always has a strong showing on CT side, but with just 1 round on the board, even on the strongest CT side, going to be difficult to win. Mo with 2 as well, over towards Ivy with the AWP in hand. Perry dropped with just a deagle as well. And another strong showing from TyLoo.
And Mo's just making it look really easy at Ivy then, and not just like, they're not spectacular kills. He's just taking the shots, lining up. He's even playing quite close range as well. Solo again trying to sneak into B, but he's all alone, doesn't even have the bomb. DD's managed to take him down. 5 alive for TyLoo now, and that's 10-1. This is starting to get dangerous. But do we potentially get to a 10th or 11th round, and then we sit in a position where MVP might be able to fire back? And this is interesting.
Yeah.
T-side double AWP setup. HSK and Solo opting for this. Now this is a real game changer.
Yeah, risky play, but it is something I like to see. As I was saying, if it isn't working, just try something. It doesn't really matter. When you're down 9 rounds, what have you got to lose? So they are going to go for this double AWP setup. Max losing bonus in effect. Means it isn't really going to affect their economy that much anyway, even if they are to lose. Should we go now to see what they can switch up on this T side? MVP need to start getting into this game.
They're going to be looking for HSK and Solo to open up the sights for him here. They still play very defensive at the start. They're not looking for the picks outside just yet. Captain Mo's found the kill onto Glow. That gives them a one-man advantage once again. It's what we just keep on seeing happen here. And MVP are truly just playing scared at this stage.
Here we go. We do see this pop dog peek, though, we've seen from previous teams. If you go down on your teammate's head, means you're accurate all the way down. So nice little adjustment from MVP there, showing a little trickery. And they are in pop. But we'll have to face Bondic over towards this outside site. Nice headshot from Bondic as well to start the half. Zeph does go down. Now a 4v2, just those AWPs in hand of the MVP squad.
Do they just opt to save it now, or are they going to go for it? Very risky decision making, 30 seconds to go. Not too much to play with. MVP, wherever they go, whatever they do, TyLoo just don't have a problem dealing with it. And we said about the firepower of TyLoo, that's the main thing here. Everything that MVP throw at them, they just destroy it.
Are hoping to hold on to these two AWPs going in the next round, at least secure that investment. And the double AWP setup not paying off this time, with Mo getting 2 kills once again on that AWP. So consistent across this series, always getting the entries that TyLoo needs, and a big reason they fought back in the second half of that first map.
And they will mount up a buy, still saving them 2 AWPs, get the AKs up on the rest of the players. They're in a similar situation to the round just before, and maybe at this point, I'd just really like to see put both AWPs in main, really go and challenge them outside, have an AK out there at least to back them up, and HSK starting to push his way towards the main. Nades have come in, dropped him down to 81 health. Solo's looking up high towards B, but no one's pushing him just yet.
Zeph trying to bait some shots out of that pop dog. Nothing given away by TyLoo just yet, though. Tries to do it again. He likes this little trick. Sometimes it can work. You've seen, if you see a leg, it will sometimes start to spray. But I believe that is Bondic holding strong. Here comes the drop in now. Does not pay off. Perry manages to get the kill on top of his teammate's head, but somebody trades it out. Now HSK left trying to find the pieces with this AWP in hand.
And HSK looked to try and get the refrag there. Good decision making, but he couldn't actually see him. Somebody pushed a little bit deeper. HSK's looking for just any sort of opening at this stage, but it's HSK and Solo once again, double AWPs. Oh, they've swapped it over, so Glow's now ended up with the AWP. Solo wants to push forward with an AK. Maybe he's got a plan, maybe he's got something he thinks he can achieve here. As HSK still yet to do anything with that AWP in hand.
Here comes the drop in now, Pop Dog. HSK will be removed from the round by Mo. Now just a 2v4, looking grim as the previous rounds have been for MVP. Solo manages to cheer up the atmosphere a little bit, but it does not last long. 2v1 now, TyLoo. All the pieces in their pocket, knowing exactly how this round has gone so far. Glow won't even get the bomb down. Tainted finishes it out.
He wasn't running out of time there. He had about 15 seconds left. He knew where Tainted was. He knew there's one towards connector as well. He could have at least tried to snuck round and got the kill onto Tainted and maybe faced it. But instead, we'll see another timeout come in as MVP have lost another round. It's 12-1, and this is completely flipped from what we saw. But instead, TyLoo are just not holding back in any way. And MVP, they've just been absolutely lackluster.
Yeah, no happy faces on the MVP squad right now, as we were seeing in the previous game. Very sad performances so far, no even shimmering lights, nothing to even grasp a hold of, no positive influences just yet on this train map. 12-1 to TyLoo, left in another poor eco buy. Going to be forced to force into it because they're down 11 rounds. It has to be to the point where you're going to have to fight now. You can't afford to give up anymore. No utility going in this, just one decoy, a lonely decoy to aid them into this push.
Maybe they need HSK to pick up another Zeus and just like give them a bit of motivation with it, get up close and personal. I don't have the answers for MVP anymore. Everything they try, everything they do, they play too slow. They just get taken down by TyLoo when they do finally get in. But Zeph, Okay, starts off strong, he gets one. DD's instantly, though, able to dome heads as they still try to push into this B-bomb site, and he just taps away with that silenced M4. But finally, MVP do actually have a lead here now. 3 versus 2. And they've just got to go pick the bomb up and go and try and get it planted now because DD's got it under control and he's got it secure.
Yeah, HSK making an opening over towards that A site all alone, gets 2 kills. So here we go, some light shining from MVP. But that light is immediately dimmed by TyLoo. Again, a 2v1 and also similar situation. We are seeing this T side. MVP just not able to get anything together, and DD a huge part of this round. 3 kills already, and still alive, full HP, didn't even take any damage along the way.
Perry all alone, looking to meet the first one here. Does take down Bondic, still got 100 health. 35 seconds on the clock in this 1 versus 1. DD's looking to push all the way around. But Perry, he's already got a move on, and this is interesting. They're looking like they could potentially meet. You can hear what's going on, and a second round on the board for MVP. Finally, Perry is able to do it.
Yeah, smart play by Perry there. Nice thing to see from this MVP squad, knowing that he would be scared of that rotate towards the other site. Just holds up towards Pop Dog, gets the easy kill on a non-suspecting player. Finally, another round on the board, but 12-2. Still not impressive.
No, they have to get this next round here. It is a must. And they've got a better buy than what they had last time. Got a good amount of utility on Perry and Solo. MVP, can they grind out the 3rd round here? Or will it be 13-2 in favor of TyLoo? DD once again holding strong, a little bit aggressive towards that lower side of the B-bomb site.
MVP funneling up towards the site now. The rest left towards the bottom of Trey. Towards A, trying to see if they can get any picks. As we've seen from TyLoo, playing very disciplined, not giving anything up early just yet.
Somebody looking to clear out Pop Dog, but no one's there ready and waiting for him. They're going to go and jump in, do the stack down into it once again. They're waiting for it comfortably, but no one's there as of yet. MVP looking for anything that can give them a slight edge here, and they desperately need it. Well, actually, currently, only 1 person is sat on that B-bomb site. You've got 1 in connector as well at the back. That's going to be Bentet. But there is a chance. There is a small window of hope here for MVP to try and push in.
That time is ticking down to 40 seconds now. MVP yet to decide the play they want to make. This lurker over towards Ivy, going to be facing Mo with an AWP. An uncharacteristic miss by Mo, though. Drops the smoke, pushes beyond the molly, so in a sneak position they will not expect him to be in. Maybe this could be the opening of the round for MVP.
He did take a shot there, does end up missing it. Perry manages to get the kill, continues to push round now. Can actually sneak all the way into CT as Zeph's got himself into connector. He's dancing around with Bondic, but Bondic finds the kill. Solo and Perry continue to put the work in. They're doing the damage. He doesn't see Bentet in time, but Solo's able to reply. It's trade for trade, but MVP come up on top. DD's the only one that remains. He's got to go for it. It's the last round of the first half. He does have a kit, but he's got no utility to play with. He's got to find 3 members of the MVP lineup here.
Yeah, sneaking around, seeing what he can do, but with the positioning of MVP, going to be difficult. They should just all peek him at the same time and skew this round. All just dancing away at the moment, trying to waste some time, knowing this bomb is ticking down. DD gets one, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Still has so much to do. 2 members to face, and both of them don't even have to worry about dying to the bomb because of the last round. There we go. MVP do get a 3rd round on the board, just about enough to not lose to a pistol loss, but still a disappointing half.
12-3 MVP. They mounted a comeback towards the end, similar to what we saw from TyLoo on Cash. But can MVP, and do MVP have it in them to do the same on their CT side and bounce back and try and claim train? It's going to be very difficult. We didn't think it was possible for TyLoo, so I'm not going to say it's impossible for MVP.
No, it definitely is on the cards. As we saw from MVP, they got 11 rounds on their CT side last time, but that wouldn't even be enough at the moment. They're going to have to do an even bigger performance than that. And TyLoo looking way stronger on this side, of course. They have started on CT side, but still a dominant performance from TyLoo.
Welcome back to the Asia Minor Championship. We're in the playoff bracket between TyLoo and MVP. TyLoo took the first map 16-12. We're now on train. We've seen the first half. And my God, between these two teams, we have seen just one-sided performances non-stop. TyLoo took the first half 12-3, and now MVP have to mount the most amazing comeback to try and battle back into this. Otherwise, they're going to be sent down to the lower bracket. Yes. What on earth has been going on, Sam?
Yeah, a similar stomp, but on the other hand, we've seen on this map a strong side again on the CT side. But MVP looking so shaky on the T side. There has to be some questions asked. Something needs to change desperately. Now they're going to be forced to get 13 CT rounds in order to keep alive in a best of 3. It's a lot to ask.
Thing is, it is a lot to ask, 100%. But we looked at it last time, TyLoo side, and we said, yeah, it's not possible, it's not going to happen. But I'm not saying anything now because I truly believe anything can happen at this stage. MVP could just come out on their CT side and just dome heads left, right, and center. We've seen them do it before, but I've got to say, TyLoo look like they are just pumped to close this out here. They look to be going into that winners match up against Renegades, and they look to confirm their dominance. But they've got to be careful because they've had some shaky games here. And I'd say it's been a little bit more shaky than even what Renegades have seen, because at least Renegades are able to fight back constantly, where TyLoo, allowing this many rounds to slip away, they don't kind of have the same confidence at this stage. But we're going into the second half. MVP is now on the CT side. TyLoo up on the T side. DD's got that CZ in hand. Captain Mo with the Molotov. They're pushing in, armored up as well. Zeph spamming away very fast for that USP as Glow picks up the first kill here. Bondic's able to instantly reply. DD tapping away, but he can't do anything at all. MVP coming up top so far, but Zeph is very low. The bomb hasn't been planted just yet. Bentek and Bondic are the only two that remain. Bondic didn't have time to plant. Bentek all alone finds the kill onto Zeph. 1 versus 2 now, and if there's anyone that can do it, it is this man, but he's only got a Glock to work with, and it's not going to be enough. MVP do pick up the pistol round. My God, Sam, are we going to see this all over again?
Yeah, this is the start they needed if they want to get back in, but like I said, 12 more rounds after this now. Bentek was read for notebook, maybe?
It looked like reading his mouse pad.
Yeah, just checking it's working.
Maybe we've got like ready. Motivational comments on this, like, I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, a must-win pistol round does go the way of MVP, so they do get the start that is required. But now they have to be super careful. Losing one of these rounds now is going to be absolutely dire. They cannot lose one of these eco rounds. Have to play smart and play this anti-eco correctly.
Yeah, MVP can't risk anything. Just they've got to hold on to everything they've got. They've got to make sure they build a big bank here. They keep forcing TyLoo back. TyLoo trying to then at the beginning push into this B bomb site. The incendiary grenade goes down, but they've only got one more to play with, and that's going to be on HSK. So this rush can come in from any direction now, and MVP have just got to play the advantage, play the distance with these guns in hand. They've mainly opted for UMPs. We've got a FAMAS and an M4 up on Perry in hand. They're quite split, and they're playing it pretty default here. And Solo is going to continue to push forward, maybe towards A main, see if we can find anything else out here, as they're not too sure where all of TyLoo are.
No damage transferred just yet. Still waiting for the apex of this action. Here we go. Somebody does manage to get a kill from TyLoo. Now with a man advantage on TyLoo again. This is a must-win round for MVP. You can't let this slip away.
No need for Solo to push out there. I have no idea why he was going so aggressive. HSK now forced to defend on his own, but Captain Mo on top of him with the Deagle. Bodies hit the floor. DD gets another kill. Zeph's down and out of it. They're going to go for the plant as well here. Glow's trying to battle back, but he's on low health as well. Perry taken out by Bondic. 3 versus 1. 2 umps in play now for TyLoo. They've managed to make it work. And you've got to say, Solo, what on earth were you playing at pushing through main?
Yeah, that has to spell the end of this game for MVP, I believe. Like I said, you cannot lose that round after the pistol. That is going to destroy the entire economy of this second half, and you haven't got enough rounds in hand to get back into it.
And that's the thing. We're now on 13 for 4. That's a crazy situation just off one round there for TyLoo. They're so close, and MVP are going to be all USPs. That's going to put us potentially, unless MVP pull it off, 14-4, and then they're nearly at match point.
Yeah, the thing is, even this eco isn't going to be enough. You can see the money, the 1900 they're going to get is still not going to give them a full buy. It's still going to be very much a force buy. So it's going to be 14-4 in that round with not even good weaponry. Looking terrible right now for MVP.
TyLoo at this stage are looking to close this out in a convincing fashion and say, okay, what happened on Cash was a bit of a mistake. We were maybe tilted from the technical issues. Bondit getting Zeus there, which was kind of embarrassing. And now we're looking to come on the train and say, look, this is why we are the #1 team in this region. And then when we come up against Renegades, we're going to bring our A game. And believe me, they're going to need their A game if they do have to go up against Renegades. MVP, though, they've got this far. If they have to go up against Flash Gaming as well, my God, that's going to be a good game. But I give the edge to Flash Gaming if this is how MVP are going to play.
Slowly creeping up through Ivy. TyLoo ready to push into this fully eco MVP squad. HSK playing anti-flash, does not manage to get a kill. This is going to bring the onslaught of TyLoo now.
Yeah, TyLoo rushing onto this A bomb site. Only Glow, Perry, and Zeph remain. Glow stood in the fire for too long, does get taken down by DD in the end. The FAMAS gives him a 5-man. The ace comes in, and that is the way you do it. You pick up the eco frags, you rack up the money, you make it look easy, and you give your team the 14th round. DD is now up on 22-4-8.
Yeah, it makes you look easy, does DD. Cleans up all 5 members of MVP left on those USPs, and here we go. Here comes the buy. The last thing they can bring in, need to win this round if they want any chance back into this. This is for match point for TyLoo.
The FAMASes here are going to have to come up huge. You've got Glow on the M4 as well. It's going to be very split for MVP, but they've got to give it everything they've got. They know this is the last chance.
3 men over towards that A site as well currently for MVP. Have got an aggressive push over towards IV3. He's getting some information at least for this MVP squad. But TyLoo not giving away anything just yet.
Now Solo going very aggressive, but Bondic's just like, I'm just going to chill here behind the dumpster. I'm going to wait for you because I have an idea you're going to go aggressive because you're playing desperate tactics at the moment, and I know exactly your game, Solo.
Definitely well read by Bondic, knowing that MVP are going to have to go for some drastic changes in their gameplay. Just sits patiently, gets that frag, gives them the advantage, and again, MVP are left in an uphill battle.
And Zeph gets 1, but Mo's on top of it, manages to find 2 of his own. Glow and Perry, the only ones that remain for MVP. And I would just say go and save it now, because what are you really going to do in this 2 versus 4 with no utility and no kits?
No light in between this round so far. MVP gonna have to pull off something crazy in this round. Like you said, gonna just opt for the save into the next round, bringing 2 rifles, giving TyLoo match point as well as this entire series if they are to lose the following round.
What a crazy situation to be in for TyLoo. You get really close on the first map, and now you're just absolutely dominating up on train. Now, we questioned the train pick from TyLoo at first, knowing that we'd seen MVP be good on this in the past. But actually, TyLoo, they knew what they were doing. They bought their A game. You just saw there, Perry doesn't even manage to save the FAMAS. It's only Glow with the M4 now, and the money is just not there for MVP in any way at all. The hometown heroes, the Koreans of MVP, are desperately struggling, and they're in dire need of just a godlike moment to come out from someone.
Yeah, even with buying SMGs, they're still not able to get a lot of utility. Couple of drops coming in so they can at least get something. But this is going to be an impressive hold if they have managed to pull this off. As you can see, 5 rifles across the board. Full utility on TyLoo. Just 1 more round needed for this best of 3.
Now we see MVP try to hold this outside as they look at where all the smokes are going, while actually the rest of TyLoo are using it to distract and fake their way towards the B bomb site. Only Glow is on there at the moment. Zeph ready and waiting, but he can't do anything as TyLoo continue with the bomb to push into this B bomb site. The splits work so far, but Glow's got to hold strong, and he's doing it so well. Finds himself a triple, and it's not over just yet. Finally, MVP have a lead, but this is what we said. We needed a godlike performance. Glow's the man to deliver so far, but actually, Ben Tet's worked his way all the way around. HSK's only got a scout. He's going to need to tag Ben Tet up because Glow's not pushing around just yet. Bondic is still alive as well, but he's only got 14 points of health. Not much utility to play with. Benzet's just picked up a flashbang. Perry jumps down, can't get the kill. HSK spamming away with that scout, but he's got to be careful. Both players are very low. Glow picks up a fourth. Now it's only Bondic that remains, but he's coming from CT spawn, and HSK is blissfully unaware at this moment. Bondic's looking at every single angle. He's going to jump up, go a little bit slower, starts to spam away, but HSK finds the kill. The rave music plays once again as the USP ends the round, and MVP live to fight another day.
Huge plays from Glow there in that round. Gets a 4K. Manages to claw MVP back in, and a timeout instantly does come from TyLoo. Wants to stop all that momentum, not giving them any motivation in this round. Going to make them sit there, think for a little while before they go into the next one.
And that's a good decision. I am happy with that. This is the right time to get the timeout in, because you don't want it to be a situation where MVP do what TyLoo did and manage to get 10 rounds in a row, manage to take us to overtime, we go all the way through. TyLoo want to close this out right here, right now.
Absolutely. We've seen what MVP can do on this CT side, how coordinated they can be when playing on point. They can have some really good rotates and team play. So TyLoo trying to stomp that out right now before they get deeper into the game. Buy round, of course, does come in from both squads. TyLoo easily able to rebuy after losing that round. Although somebody does get a Galil, despite being able to afford an AK, I think.
Maybe he just prefers it on train, you never know.
Yeah,
just like, oh, I want to play with this today. Don't need an AK-47. Now MVP, they've got a pretty good buy on their hands here. But they've had good buys already before, and they've been destroyed. The last round, Glow took 4 kills himself, single-handedly holding that B bomb site. He's not going to be able to do that every single round, and that is the key here, because MVP, the rest of the team now need to take some motivation from what he just did and bring their A game.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Glow is not going to be able to get you 4 kills every round, so you're going to have to find another way to win these CT rounds. With another 10 in hand, you must complete if you want to go to OT.
TyLoo getting their smokes out, dropping their flashes down, pushing forward into this A bomb site. The Flames are keeping them at bay from Pop Dog at the moment. Captain Mo backed up by DD, eager to push in and find himself some CTs to Dome. Zeph unable to do anything because somebody with that Galil manages to make 2 kills. That's swift, that's fast. Solo trying to reply. Mo on to Perry though, 2 versus 4. This could be it. TyLoo are looking to put an end to it as Solo falls. Only Glow remains, and Bondic cleans it up. 16-5. Good game is called, and MVP will be sent packing to the lower bracket as TyLoo make their domination, and they confirm it in style on train. 16-5.
Yeah, despite that dramatic start to the first map from MVP, starting to think that maybe TyLoo had something to worry about, that experience does shine through from this #1 Chinese squad. Finishes off that first map, and then a convincing win on this second map, 16-5, winning the best of 3, 2-0.